Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Tuesday, number 14 day for this month of March 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, Mr. Nokoni, Ambazonian FBI. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where they look out for una, where they bring out the truth, where they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we navigate this journey to our freedom, the independence of Ambazonia. Good people of Ambazonia, someone La République du Cameroon, their minister Ibi talk say, when you betray your own people, even the buyer will never trust you. This one, now the introduction for this episode will be about the downfall of the Social Democratic Front, the pan-Cameroonian political party led by John Frundi, the sellout. Paul Biya, a CPDM regime, it then returned back for a one-party system, and the SDF political party, it then be wiped out completely to oblivion, even though there never ever be a democratic election or a free and fair election for La République du Cameroon, or the elections for this senatorial election will be banned, it be illegal, it be immoral. The CPDM, it don't carry all the seat them. The vote, they be real, according to our estimate. They no be cheat the ballot, because the people the way them first vote for the, na people the way na the La République be put them for their election for 2020, where it no be been a true election. So naturally, it no be been a general vote for the Ambazonian people. It will be a vote for only the councillors and the mayors, and they don't choose way to way Paul Biya in one time. Absolute majority for the CPDM. This one we don't get something for learn for day. But I want to make it clear for our people: the CPDM and the SDF now all enemies of the people. But the election, it don't reveal to us two things for this war. So long as the light shine, darkness shall never exist. There are only two things: light and darkness, black and white. All those in the middle are ashawos, and like the SDF, all of them will get into oblivion. Like I talked for the beginning of this podcast, when you betray your people, even the enemy shall not trust you. You have no place to go. John Frundi, once the man where he be bring power to the people, suffer don't finish, he don't end up for being the person where he bring the suffer for the people them. Once a politician where he can stand on behalf of the people, he deny bribe for Joseph Ewona. He deny for shake hand with Mr. Paul Biya Bivondo for the killing of people them, cutting of hands, throwing grenades into crowd. Today, he don't become the one way he and Paul Biya did chop for one pot. They disallowed the Wakale brother. He don't turn a boy for Frundi, for Paul Biya. Ni John Frundi na a failure. Now an example where they show the world and the Ambazonian people, they say, so long as the light shine, darkness shall have no place. This is not to say that there is CPDM is light. No, the Ambazonian struggle, which has come to be the struggle for the layman, the man on the street, the Sansan boy, the children who have no future, the people who have no political consideration, no godfather. The Ambazonian struggle is the light that shines and defends those who cannot speak for themselves. The political class, those who have made their career for being the politicians who speak on behalf of the people, like the SDF, have all failed the movement of Ambazonia. They have abandoned the call for the people, and they thought they will ride on the wave to secure their political powers on the back of the Ambazonian struggle. But because the chosen ones in Ambazonia, the light of Dr. Cho Ayaba, the light of truth, the light of Capo Daniel, who refuse corruption, who stand for the truth, and who speak for the interest of the common man, did not blink, did not receive corruption, did not corrupt their own institution, did not bend the rules, but stand to continue to speak the truth and uphold the principle that secures victory for the common man, the man on the street, or the darkness within Ambazonia will quench into oblivion, like the SDF have fallen today. They have tried to sell Ambazonia for money, but even the buyer have refused them and realized that they are all ashawos, and this should be a lesson to all. Yes, it is a dawn to a new day. Before victory will ever come, all those ashawos and the people who sit in the middle must go. Today, the poor bear have come to know that the SDF have no function, no meaning, and no use, as all of their political party, including John Frundi, have become people on exile. They now rely on the enemy to transport them back home. They rely on the enemy to bury their dead. They rely on the enemy for their food and money. They rely on the enemy for everything. Once you rely on the enemy, and there is a voice that continues to speak for the people, your end shall come. The only hope for Frundi and the SDF was that Ambazonia should be corrupted. They have helped, they have promoted division amongst the Ambazonia struggle, prop up Samuel Ikome Sako, who have demonstrated that he also knows the language of corruption. But he too has failed because there are some in the revolution who continue to uphold justice, good practices, and speak for the interests of the people. They have sold soldiers, they have betrayed soldiers, but the Ambazonian Governing Council and the truth tellers within our liberation movement continue to speak the truth. And so long as that light on the hilltop continue to shine, darkness will have no place in Ambazonia. Now, let the light and the darkness face each other. Let Paul Biya and the Ambazonian people face each other. The only thing that delays this struggle is that there have been middlemen who guarantees one side or the other that they are going to maintain the status quo. Today, they have become useless. Once you rely on the enemy for everything, it is just a matter of time that the enemy will realize that you are completely useless. The same thing goes not only for Frundi, but to Success Nkongo, to Nambere, to Grandpa Santa, to Godi, and many those who have received money to betray Ambazonia, those who still pretend to be within, like the Crisano and the Sako who have made deal to return back CDC to La République du Cameroon. They will all come to the same end, like ashawos to be abandoned by the enemy. They have stopped propping those who went to Switzerland, a machine that was supposed to prop them up. Today, they will die with Swiss in their mouth, just like the SDF will be dying, hoping that armored car will bring Frundi to Bamenda. Eventually, even those securities will be removed. Success Nkongo and Nambere, who once stood for Ambazonia, are the same people who were ferried into helicopters to show Ambazonia camps to be slaughtered and killed. The same people call a just cause a cause for terrorism. They did not just abandon the fighters, they abandoned and betrayed the ideology. John Frundi, the man for power to the people, have taken the power of the people and traded it for money and personal benefit. The end have come for his political party, and so is the end for all those who think they can trade Ambazonia for their own interests. The truth have stand the test of time. Whether the truth will prevail or not, it is another thing. We must continue to speak on behalf of the poor, the voiceless. We should speak for those who cannot speak for themselves, the soldiers, the foot soldiers, and those who live in the bushes. We should fight for them. Today, the enemy have realized that the voice of the righteous, the lights cannot be quenched by promotion of infighting, by promotion of kidnapping for ransom, by turning the population against the struggle. It has not worked. It has failed. The Ambazonian people stood up to the test of time and stopped La République du Cameroun from installing its dues and SDUs and from celebrating the 11th February of shame. Today, La République du Cameroun have taken back power and wiped away the notion of opposition so that we can face the bull itself by its horn. Gone is the blindfold gone is the curtain that used to blind Ambazonians from seeing who their enemy is. Frundi today is history. His political party is oblivion. Now, let us face the music. Before anyone twists my language, I want to make it clear to our people, there is no difference between the SDF and the CPDM. They are all fighting for the same thing. The only difference is that one was the Canas and the other one was the shithole. That is the only difference between the two. In Yaoundé echoes the voice of the truth. A Cameroon CPDM member of parliament, as stupid as they are, the truth always finds its way to slip out. Just like when Ziangote visited Bamenda, he told Ambazonian people their freedom will come and they should continue to resist. That is what we call in pidgin a slip of the tongue, when the truth comes out in ways you cannot control.
L'honorable Simon Koumassé, député de la Mézam.
This is one minister sitting here and
Comment la production d'électricité de tout un pays peut reposer sur un seul ministre?
I don't know how you are going to sleep. Because all what you are going to tell us here is just to speak it.
De toutes vos promesses, vous n'allez rien réaliser.
There is nothing you will do after this. Because the problems are...
Les Camerounais sont sans électricité partout dans le pays. Par où allez-vous commencer?
Where are you going to start? And everywhere is like it has problem. Everywhere has problem. Everywhere has problem.
Dans son interrogatoire, l'élu de la nation ne croit pas à un seul mot du ministre de l'eau et de l'énergie de mettre fin au délestage, devenu le quotidien des Camerounais depuis plusieurs années.
Nous, the representative of the people, yes.
Nous, députés représentants du peuple, sommes exclus des prises de décision importantes. Vous venez ici nous enfumer et vous reviendrez en novembre nous raconter que le budget est monté, le budget est descendu.
That is the truth, is the system of the colonial master.
Poussant plus loin sa réflexion.
It is the system of the colonial master. Maybe you did not hear. Listen again.
Vous reviendrez en novembre nous raconter que le budget est monté, le budget est descendu.
That is the truth, is the system of the colonial master.
So, when I hear from Simon Kumes, the CPDM so-called unelected senator for Santa, and I talk with Cameroon minister for energy, say they no go ever solve the problem for electricity, and anything with their minister they talk na lie. Because themselves when they live without their parliament, they receive budget, they didn't know who write the budget, they didn't know why budget they go up and down. The minister they no get no power. And it talks away na the colonial system. The truth it come out, even from their own horse's own mouth. This one na a slip of the tongue where they talk the message we don't always tell our people. The Cameroon system na a colonial setup. The Pobia regime na a successive regime from the Amadou Ahijo. Now the same regime where they use them for fight Cameroon, their fight for independence, until they kill Ernest Wani in front of people them for Bafoussam. When I remember I say Cameroon independence war, it will take place 10 years from the day of its independence and be only be won with the help of Jongu Foncha, a traitor himself. So these are a colonial system. All of them who are there are slaves. They are pretending to be government officials, but they have no power to govern. They are pretending to be senators, but they have no power to make laws. It is a useless system and it should be seen for its true color. The only blind smoke, the smoke that have made us to be blind, have been those middlemen, those ashawos like Frundi, Kawala, and all of them today are in oblivion. They have no place, their place in no day, because the light of the truth continues to shine. So long as we hold good practices, so long as we are honest, so long as we speak not for ourselves or our groups, so long as we speak for the common interest and the groups reflects the common interest, all the darkness will eventually go away. And the root causes of the slavery of our people will be resolved. The defeat of the SDF is nothing to be celebrated, but it shows us that there is no place, their place in no day. There is no place for traitors like Frundi, like Success Nkongo, like Nambere. They no be trusted for La Republique, they no be trusted for Ambazonia. They no get no place for go. Now so all betrayal they go dey. So long as they hold the candle for the truth, so long as there is somebody somewhere speaking the truth shall set us free. Once more, when you betray your own brother, when you betray your own people for personal interests, when we betray the common people, even the enemy shall not support us. Even the enemy shall not trust us. That is the message for today. And for all the Ambazonian people at home and abroad, this is my pledge to you. I will always stand for the truth. I will always stand for the people. I will always speak the truth. I will always defend the public interest. And that is why I am who I am. And that is why I am in support of Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba. Everybody, including Siseko, who have made mistake and think you can compromise a little bit, just a little bit, to accommodate the enemy, have all realized that they will become eventually the victim. I will say this, and this may be hurtful to a lot of our people, including Joseph Weber, who refused to resign, even though he spoke the truth and know that there was no hope. Today, it's difficult for him to find a place. He will criticize Ayok Tabi, criticize the IG, and say it is the worst thing that has ever happened. But who say a place there? We respect him for what he has done for us. Nobody could do it. He was the only one who have done it. His place will always be in history, but we can never not be able to confront ourselves, to criticize ourselves. Where is Cardinal Tumi today? He gave us the poll, the scientific poll that has proven that 96% of Ambazonia people want independence and 64 of them want outright independence. That means they are going out of their way. They are extremists. Extremists for the good. Where is he today? He's dead. Killed by Cameroon Secret Services, speaking French on top of his dead body and humiliate him on his deathbed. He died without his family. He died without his driver and the people that he loved. Where is he today? His place no day. Any man will get Nokoni, me, Mr. Nokoni, we shall hold the light for the common man. We shall hold the light for the boy who fight in the bush for freedom. All those, not only the politicians, all the soldiers, Ambazonia soldiers who are also corrupt, their place no go day. Their place no go day, because the light is here to stay, and we will hold that light until the truth shall set us free. They can lie whatever they want about us. They can deceive you about us. They can call us La Republique. They can do whatever they want. The honest truth is that we are the light. And we have a track record. And God will see us through. Capo Daniel, looking out for you. Signing off.